Welcome to Session 24, Cumulative Geometry Strategy. We will build the idea visually, solve a complete example, and finish with a short independent check. By the end, you will be able to classify mixed geometry questions quickly and select a matching formula or rule. Use estimation, units, and diagram markings to eliminate distractors. Manage time by separating immediate, multi-step, and return later questions. Keep the diagram, the calculation, and the unit connected at every step. Start with the concept visual. The mixed review may require several shapes in one problem. The coordinate distance combines algebra and geometry. The angle diagrams reward careful relationship classification. Read every label as evidence about what is known, what is unknown, and which measurements actually belong in the model. Here is the central reasoning. On a mixed set, a practical first pass answers direct formula and angle sum questions. A second pass handles composite figures and multi-step applications. Marking a hard question and returning later protects time without turning a temporary obstacle into a guessed answer. Mixed geometry is a classification task before it is a calculation task. A reliable solver identifies the quantity, sketches, and labels, predicts the unit, chooses a rule, and then verifies reasonableness. After solving, use an independent check, estimate, reverse the operation, compare units, or solve with a second decomposition. Verification is part of the method. Now add a precision check. On a mixed problem, pause after classification and again after calculation. The first pause prevents a wrong formula. The second catches a wrong unit or unreasonable size. When two methods are available, use the faster method to solve and the other method to verify. A complete line of work should make the diagram, formula, substitution, arithmetic, unit, and conclusion easy for another learner to audit. Use this repeatable method. First, read the final sentence first, then annotate the diagram and givens. Second, name the target quantity and expected unit before opening the formula sheet or calculator. Third, write one formula line, one substitution line, and one calculation line to reduce input errors. Finally, audit the answer for unit, size, rounding, and whether every condition in the question was used. Do not skip the final check simply because the calculator produced a number. Let us model a complete example. A circle has radius 4. Using pi equals 3.14, what is its area? Step 1 is to organize the information. Read the final sentence first, then annotate the diagram and givens. Step 2 chooses and sets up the relationship. Name the target quantity and expected unit before opening the formula sheet or calculator. Step 3 carries out the mathematics. Area is pi r squared, 3.14 times 16 equals 50.24. A useful check is to every table or context needed is included in the question itself. The answer is 50.24. Now verify the result against the original wording. The quantity, numerical size, and unit must all make sense together. Now it is your turn. A triangle has angles 35 degrees and 85 degrees. What is the third angle? Write a formula or relationship before calculating, then use the next 6 seconds to finish your reasoning. The model answer is 60 degrees. Triangle angles add to 180 is to 180 minus 35 minus 85 equals 60. A useful check is to every table or context needed is included in the question itself. Use this coaching check as well. Keep an error log with 4 labels: classification, formula, arithmetic, and unit, so review targets the actual reason for each miss. Session recap. First, read the final sentence first, then annotate the diagram and givens. Next, name the target quantity and expected unit before opening the formula sheet or calculator. Then write one formula line, one substitution line, and one calculation line to reduce input errors. Finally, audit the answer for unit, size, rounding, and whether every condition in the question was used. A strong geometry solution is more than arithmetic. It identifies the requested quantity, represents the structure, calculates carefully, and checks the meaning of the result. Carry that full habit into the next session.